You manage to get the first move, pulling out your longbow before the crabs can notice your presence. Looking at the two beasts before you, one appears smaller and its shell softer as if it's recovering from a molt. Decide on finishing off the weaker one first, and fire your arrow. The arrow pierces through the side of the crab's shell and breaks off one of the beast's hind legs. It looks bloodied already. If you manage to keep up the pace, this fight should be over in no time. The crabs now begin their move, the more healthy of the two dashing straight towards you. Before you even realize, the crab has managed to get right in front of you. The injured crab thinks for a second and decides on fighting. Slowed by its missing foot, it approaches by 20 feet cautiously, preparing to dodge any incoming attacks. The larger crab in front of you, you swap to your short sword and swing against the beast. By the time you swap your weapons, however, the crab has already begun its move. It traps you between its claws and holds you in the air. The injured crab moves forward cautiously once again, but getting used to the lack of a leg, it manages to move 30 feet. Bleeding profusely, you steel yourself and remember what you're fighting for. I won't die. Not yet. Not until I can see her again. You attempt to break yourself out of the beast's grasp, but can barely muster the strength to move, let alone escape. The crabs both try and tear chunks of your flesh off, but you parry their claws away before they can succeed. Catching your breath, you decide to try and finish off the injured one once again, though this grapple makes it difficult. With your bow no longer in reach, you decide on instead channeling your inner infernal legacy and fling off a bolt of pure fire. The injured crab is instantly engulfed in flames. You can't tell if the hellish sound it's making is a scream or all of the air being released simultaneously as if it was being boiled alive, but the result is all the same. The crab drops dead. Seeing its companion be immolated, the crab decides to drop you and run. You fall to the ground, unable to swing at the beast as it flees. You try chasing it down and manage to chip off some of its armor. The crab manages to get away as quickly as possible, throwing any caution to the wind. It puts 60 feet between the two of you, but you manage to land another powerful strike against it as it flees. It's bloodied with a major chunk of its shell missing and flesh hanging on by a thread. You have one final chance to finish off this crab before it escapes beneath the sea. You pull out your longbow once again and aim for the exposed flesh. Right before the crab can submerge for cover, your arrow strikes, breaking through the other side of the crab and pinning it to the rocks along the shore. After barely winning this fight, you quickly patch yourself up and catch your breath, then began examining your crewmates' corpses. Among them, you find 5 golden coins, a beaten-up wooden shield, and a waterlogged spellbook and scroll. The scroll is pretty salvageable, needing only time to dry near a fire to be usable once again, though this book seems more like a lost cause. Even if you could dry it out, the writing on the inside is nearly incomprehensible. Suddenly, one of the corpses at the bottom of the pile twitches. You quickly drag them out and realize you don't recognize this one. They appear to be wearing a tunic made out of banana leaves and the remains of a flower crown. They look badly injured, and based on the gravely pale color of their skin, are probably on the brink of death. Who knows how long they've got, or how long they've been here. Damn it, I could heal them with my magic, but I can only muster up the strength to do that once. If I get in trouble again like I did with those crabs, I wouldn't be able to treat any serious wounds. That merchant mentioned some group from here, though I can't recall the specifics right now. If I'm truly desperate, I could ask him for info. Maybe this guy belongs to one of those groups.